Do, do, do.
Oh, hello.
Oh, hello.
Oh, goodness gracious. It's Charming Disasters Quarantine Livestream. Oh dear.
I'm fine.
Are you fine?
I'm just fine. I'm so glad
Well,
to be here in this digital realm.
yes, we're all glad to be here. Let's see, we see people are signing in. We see Mike and Sue Ellen and
Mm.
Gabe and Misty and Peter and Sarah and Matt and Sierra and Catherine and Joshua and Katie. Everybody's coming. If you're just joining us, please take a moment, share the link, and let all of your friends and enemies know what they ought to be doing right
Especially
about now.
your enemies.
Yes.
Yes.
So, as you may have noticed, we are in two separate locations today. That's right. Don't be alarmed. We have not traveled back in time. It is not 2020
It's not
anymore.
our first season.
It's not season one. Yeah, I mean, for all you know, we could be doing this as a throwback nostalgia season one thing.
Yeah, remember that?
But
no.
Jeff wasn't feeling so good, and so we thought it would be prudent. How are you feeling, Jeff?
I'm holding in. I'm holding in. I'm
Holding in?
holding up.
Ooh.
Hanging in. Hanging
you.
up. No, hanging up. I'm hanging up.
Oh God, he's delirious.
I am delirious. I am wearing my boxing robe and appropriate towel. I thought that would help me feel comfortable in my convalescence.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, I am sadly not well enough to be in the same room with you. But I don't have the plague. I just have a slight plague.
Yeah.
Just want everyone to know.
Yeah, it's not the plague.
It's not the plague. It's a plague.
Well, gosh, I'm glad that it's only a plague. Those of you who are just tuning in, if you're joining us for the first time, we should probably tell you right about now that this is a donation-based concert. What does that mean? It means that if you are in a position to support the show financially, we can offer a variety of ways to do so. For example, whoosh,
Wow.
Venmo. Oh, this is the old overlay that still has Cash App. So if you're a money launderer, good news.
Yeah.
You can launder some money with us.
It still works, just because we don't talk about it. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's eternal.
Yeah.
There's PayPal, there's virtual tickets, and there's Bandcamp. And Bandcamp is actually doing a Juneteenth fundraiser today where they are donating all of their share of merch and music sales to the NAACP Legal Defense Fund. So that's yet another reason to buy some merch. But yeah, those are your ways. But if you're not in a position to give financially, if you're feeling economically stressed, as many are,
this is our gift to you.
That's right.
Right. I did it. I said my line. That's my line.
I know you did it. That's your line. And thank you, henchperson Dan, for sharing those links in the chat. So we have a special show planned today, even though it's not going exactly as we originally planned because of the whole "it's a plague" thing. We still have some very exciting things planned. Starting with, people have a lot of, we haven't even gotten to the "what are you drinking" segment of the show, but people have a lot of good suggestions.
It's kind of like it's very similar to what I am drinking.
Yeah. All right, but let's make it ahead of ourselves.
Let's not.
All right. Now, those of you who are longtime viewers know that we'd like to open the show usually by drawing a tarot card to kind of divine the feeling of the show. However, today we have something very special. So, Jeff, do you want to maybe start by introducing
our... Our guest this evening is Jesse Selengut. Jesse Selengut is a composer, band leader, multi-instrumentalist, with a long, deep history of applying spirituality modalities to his artistic work.
You may know his trumpet playing from our recordings of Artichoke and Showgirl.
He is drawn indirectly from astrology, tarot cards, Kundalini yoga practices, Buddhist meditation practices, numerology, and the Kabbalah.
As a commercially successful music professional, most of these connections remain occulted.
One of Jesse's most recent projects is the 100 Composition Challenge, in which he endeavors to create 100 new musical works within a 1-year period.
100! That's a lot of musical works.
That's a lot of musical works.
Jesse currently resides on the Aegean coast of Turkey, where his band Tin Pan specializes in New Orleans-flavored swing dance music.
Please welcome our good friend, Jesse Selengut. Where's the button?
Whoosh.
There it is.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
I am so happy to be here. This is exciting. It's 3 in the morning where I am now. So I'm keeping
3 in the morning.
Nice
That's very late.
Don't you transcend time? Really?
Well, when my wife is sleeping, I tend to transcend in my own little quiet space.
I understand.
3 in the morning. Are you even allowed to be up that late?
Yes.
It turns out you are. You can be up as much as you want for as long as you want.
It's the Turkish coffee.
It is the Turkish coffee and the Turkish tea and whatever it is that I am drinking.
What?
So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to draw a tarot card. We're going to draw actually 5 tarot cards tonight.
Oh my God, 5! That's like 5 times as many as we usually do. Yes, please explain to us what is happening.
Well, I do want to say that these cards were left in my car 23 years ago. I lent my car to Jeff Morris. Am I pointing in the right direction? And,
No.
When the car came back unexplicably, he didn't know, and his friend didn't know, but these cards were in the back seat of the car. And I've always read that tarot cards will come to you, and they did. So this is a very special deck to me. And so we're going to draw a card from here. And this is going to generate the tone, the feeling of this whole thing that I'm going to do. And then you guys are going to draw 2 cards apiece. And with these 5 cards, I'm going to generate the musical material for a composition for my composition challenge. And an hour from now, I'm going to play you the piece of music. So I'm going to be doing this live as we do it.
That's amazing. It takes us like weeks or months or sometimes even years.
100 years.
100 years. So
now I'm not saying it's going to be good, but it will be.
Oh, it better be. It
better
be good.
All right.
But listen, I do want to say one more
Yeah.
thing. Man, these last couple of days for me, and maybe it's for you too, but like just flow. Get up and I'm just working on music and making stuff happen, meeting people, doing live shows again. And in my interactions with everybody, like this energy right now is like, man, let's do something. Let's make something. So that's how I'm feeling right now. And that's the energy that I'm bringing to my shuffle right here. So yeah, when you're ready, I can start.
Okay. I'm just getting into the headspace. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do this.
Ah, so perfect. I swear to God.
The Fool.
Hold on, wait. I'm gonna make you big so everybody can see it.
Oh yeah.
Le Fou.
The Fool.
All
Yeah,
right.
the perfect zero. All right, so now I want to see 4 of your cards. Show me what you got.
Okay.
All right. We're each going to draw 2 from our own decks. Also, if anybody recognizes Jesse's deck, that would be kind of interesting to know. Like, did one of you leave it in the car?
Yeah. Yes. Or if anyone else's car that I've borrowed, if you found the rest of the cards.
Oh, yeah, because it's just the major arcana.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Some decks are like that. I think just majors.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
I'm ready.
Jeff, you want to do your 2
Sure.
first?
Sure.
Or we should alternate, right? All right, you go first.
Yeah, alternate. Let's alternate.
Okay.
I'll go first.
Okay.
I have chosen the 7 of Swords upright.
Okay.
Okay.
7 Queen of Swords. Okay.
That's the Rider Waite. Okay.
Yeah, and I've got the Rider. We really try to call it the Rider-Waite Smith deck since Smith is the illustrator and like she's the artist whose vision really created these cards, and like so many women, she gets erased by history. So as a mark of respect, we really try to call it by her name. All right, wow. I've got a good one.
Death.
Yes.
Great.
Awesome.
Yeah. All yeah. Right. No. Yeah. Everything's gonna be fine, right? That's what we always say when we draw this card. Okay.
My turn. Okay. Here we go. The 7 of Wands.
Another 7.
7.
That's exciting.
Intense. Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
All right. And I've got. Okay, no pressure. Ooh.
Ah,
the
beautiful.
Hierophant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm off. I'm going to get my wheels turning here. And let's check in a little while.
All right. Good luck to you, Jesse. We'll check in a little bit.
We'll catch up with you soon.
Yes, indeed. Bye-bye.
And he's gone.
He's gone just like that.
Just like that. All right. Wow. Well, I feel like we're off to a good start already. Oh yeah, it gets a little more intimate.
A little cozier.
Although, I kind of feel like, it's like I'm dreaming you. You're just like a figment of my imagination, know?
Who's the dreamer? Who's the dream?
What?
I like this over here. I got more room, space.
What's
that sound in my ear?
It's me, your conscience.
Oh, this is fun. We could do this all night.
Yeah, we're gonna do this all night. But okay, let's just like even Steven it out again for now. Right. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
All right. Well, should we try to make a little music despite the complications and the barriers?
Yeah, I'm ready to overcome obstacles.
Okay. All right. Well, my first obstacle is that all the tuners are at the studio, which is not where we are. And I was trying to tune it by ear, like in the minute before we went
you should
live.
Use your fingers.
Oh, that's a good idea. And so I just downloaded one of those tuning apps, and I'm pretty sure that it's trying to trick me into buying something. I thought it was a free one. So, all right, can you just give me a G?
G. Yes.
All right, that seems good. Okay. All right, give me a C. I know you don't really have one of those, but I think I'm a little sharp.
Sure are.
Okay, give me an E. All right, give me an A. Am I sharp or flat?
You're a little sharp. That sounds good.
All right, great. Yeah, that seems like a totally reasonable way to do that.
Perfect. Yeah.
Great. All right. So, I know what song we're doing.
Do you? Because what are we doing here? Oh, yeah.
I'd like to state for the record that this is not my ukulele. I'm not responsible for its condition.
Are you in the audio settings set?
Oh no, because we have to have the echo cancellation on, otherwise it'll be echoey when we.
Even with headphones?
I don't know. Well, we could try it. All right, I'll try it. I'll turn off the echo cancel. Okay.
I have echo cancellation off on mine.
I have it off on mine as well now.
You sound wonderful.
Oh, good. All right.
Rock it.
Mama ran the family grocery store, ran a little card game through the pantry door, and every night as Papa snored, she would deal to the boys. He busted in the place around 1:45. Freshly minted copper with something to prove. This is a bust, nobody move. I held my mama as she cried. I just got carried away, I couldn't help it. Try to get by all by myself. It didn't have to be this way. Got carried away. Ooh.
Worked my way up from the tenement beat. Finally made detective after years on the street. But I could never forget the way she looked at me. Fire burning in her eyes. Next time that I saw her, she was all grown up. Sparkling in spangles at the Club Deluxe, where the owner was known as king of the mob. And my showgirl, she was on his arm. I just got carried away, I couldn't help it. Try to get by all by myself. It didn't have to be this way. Got carried away. Ooh.
I noticed when that copper started hanging around. Whatever he was looking for, it's not what he found. He was there on the job for the boys downtown, but that's not why he was working so hard. He never said a word, but I could see what I saw. My heart was at war in a fight to the draw. How could I jump into the arms of the law? All I could do was keep up my guard. I just got carried away, I couldn't help it. Try to get by all by myself. It didn't have to be this way. Got carried away. Ooh.
The night came, we moved in. The big sting, we hauled them in.
The night came, he moved in. A girl needs protection.
Oh, where'd
I got no kazoo, but
Oh, crap.
you know what I do have?
Oh, yeah.
And you know what else I have?
Do it. Yeah, make
So
it.
just vamp for a second.
That's all I do. Okay, here we go.
This is where the audience applauds. Thank you. Thank you. Also, that in the recording is actually Jesse playing the trumpet. So I'm sorry, Jesse, that that's what's become your trumpet
He's busy.
solo.
He's not listening right now.
My gangster went upriver. He was serving hard time. I didn't forget about him, but he'd never be mine. And my cup was so far from a life of crime. But one day I knew he'd stolen my heart.
She loved me like the dream we had so long delayed. Then she got a little cough that wouldn't go away. She didn't tell us so till it was too late.
That's my part.
I couldn't help it. When she closed her eyes, the angels sang.
I just got carried away. I couldn't help it. Trying to get by myself. It didn't have to be this way. Got carried away. All right, everybody. I just got carried away. I couldn't help it. Trying to get by all by myself. It didn't have to be this way. Got carried away. Got carried away. Did you forget to go to the sea mine and got carried away? Got carried away.
Carried away.
Carried away.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, that was like. I mean, I bet they couldn't even tell that we went.
I
to the
bet
same
they
place.
think we're in the same room.
Yeah. Good question from Judy. Are we singing along or coughing along? What's our cue? So, great question, Judy. I'm glad you asked. So, we've been thinking a lot about what happens when we return to live performance and what is the Rocky Horror Picture Show-esque audience participation kind of thing that's going to happen. I think for that song, I'm torn because on the one hand, I want everybody to cough in the moment. But on the other hand...
I think it's too soon.
Well, there's that. Sure.
Yeah. If the whole crowd just starts coughing.
Yeah, no, everyone will just, leave the room.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so better not do that. Yeah, just sing along. Yeah.
Sing along.
Yeah, I'm glad we solved that. Yeah.
I'm feeling better, though.
Are you? You're not just saying that because you're so brave?
I am very brave.
You are very brave. Well, what are you drinking? Because the people want to know, and I want to know, and I think it's important. This is part
of my convalescence. I am drinking ginger tea with lemon and honey and just a touch of bourbon.
Oh.
Yeah. It's very simple. It's very good.
That seems medicinal. What are you all drinking out there?
And Elia, what are you drinking? That's what I want to know.
I am drinking iced tea. It's similar to hot tea, but it's cold.
Huh.
And it's linden tea. I'm in love with the lindens that are blooming all over New York City now, and they smell so sweet and good. And you can get linden tea. It's called tilo in Spanish, and it's called tilleul in French. And I never liked it. I was a student in Paris many years ago, and I had a roommate who would always offer me tilleul, and I'd always be like, no, I don't care for it, thank you. And she'd always say, tant pis pour toi, which meant too bad for you, which is really not the right response to somebody's like, oh, no, thank you, I don't really care for it. Anyway.
Sucks for you, yeah.
Yeah, sucks for you. Anyway, iced, it's kind of fine. It's not the most exciting, but it's refreshing.
Oh, it sounds refreshing. So
it's kind of
there's
floral.
Ice and liquid ice and
it's
tea.
It's just liquid ice and a little bit of tea. It's very dilute, and it tastes a little bit floral. It's a little like chamomile, which I also don't care for. So I don't know. I'm sort of on the fence about the linden tea, but it's I've got a whole pitcher of it in the fridge, so I'm just drinking it.
Oh, someone's drinking turmeric ginger tea, which I like. I like that one. Oops.
Somebody's drinking rocks.
Rocks.
Yeah, you don't want to drink the rocks, but
Bourbon
yeah, that
rocks.
sounds. Dried cranberries. They're not going to be dried for long if you got them soaking in bourbon, Dave.
Yeah. Those rocks. Do you want to talk about? So we're talking about ice and rocks. Do you want to explain your that esoteric knowledge you have about educated?
Oh, sure.
So,
yeah.
This is something Elia informed me about called educated ice, which I'd never heard of before.
Yeah, so educated ice, I learned from my old boss who was he was like a recovered alcoholic, and he told me it was a thing that only like kind of hardcore drinkers talk about or know about, which is it's a science thing, which is that if you get a drink on the rocks, the when you get it refilled, if you use the same ice, there's like a little bit of liquid left in the glass, which is alcohol, and it's like extra cold. And so like the more, like, as I say this, I'm like, this sounds not right. But anyway, your drink is colder if you use educated ice, because the little bit of alcohol, and it's like putting vodka in the freezer, I guess. Anyway, educated ice means keep the rocks I already have in this glass and just put more booze in that glass. And said former boss was writing a play called Educated Ice, which was about his mother, who was, by his accounts, an alcoholic and also very emotionally withholding. So.
Oh, that's perfect.
Educated Ice.
It's a great title for such a play.
It is. I don't know if you ever finished the play, but yeah, Educated Ice. And I made a really funny joke about Educated Ice when we played at Pete's last week, and I don't remember what it was. Do you remember what it was?
No.
It was like educated something, but I don't. Oh, I remember now. Oh, all right, it wasn't that funny, but well, it's that we had gotten waters with lemon and no ice because singing. And when we wanted to get a refill from the bartender, he was going to throw out the lemon that was in there and give us new lemon. Educated, and I was like, educated lemon. Because it's like, you want the lemony water that's already in there to like make it taste extra lemony. Mm-hmm. There you have it.
I love it.
Educated lemon. You heard it here first.
Right.
All right. I'm curious about how Laura just accidentally drank a little fish tank water. Like,
did she slip in the fish tank?
Right. Like, is Laura actually a cat who's just like nonchalantly like trying to? Anyway, tell us more about what happened, Laura. If you, okay, great. Okay. Oh, I see. Karen told us why it happened.
Oh, I see.
All right. Well, I don't need to know why you're siphoning the tank. Should we do another musical thing for them rather than just talk at them about beverages?
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like talking about beverages is like the main purpose of this show now, and everything else is kind of
I know, everything else is secondary. It's all about drinks and mail. Well, I have this video queued up if we want to do that too.
What's the video?
Our video.
Our video.
Once upon a time.
When did we make that video?
I think it was in 1923.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Mm-hmm. At Coney Island. At
Coney Island. Well, we should tell them a little bit about the video before they watch it. You've probably seen this video. You may have seen this video. It's a music video that we made ourselves some years ago. And our kind of creative constraint was that we wanted to do it all by ourselves with no third person shooting any of it, which is difficult when you're two people and sometimes you want to both be in the shot.
Yes, very tricky.
And even more complicated, we wanted to shoot it entirely on Super 8 film. Why is that?
Your dad had a Super 8 camera, and you're like, oh, my dad's got this. Because we were talking about making video, like, oh, my dad's got the Super 8 camera.
I had come into the possession of it. It was like in the basement, and I was like, ooh. And they're like, yeah, you can just take it. And
then we decided we need two, so we could like have them both loaded up with film and shoot each other. That would be easier somehow. And
easier,
then, I went on eBay and I think I fixated or something. We got one for very.
Anyway, now there are two, and was it an extra? I think it was an extra in case one didn't work, but then they both worked, and we were like, oh, we could each have one. We could shoot each other. So we did that. We shot it all on Super 8, and then we like transferred it to video and we edited it. But the fun fact, it was fucking cold. It was like so cold. So
like
cold.
All of our great videos are cold on the day that we make them. And we hadn't planned it out. I remember this. We met in Williamsburg and we're like, okay, so what are we going to do? And you and I sat next to each other and we just wrote up. We knew we'd go to Coney Island, but we wrote up this shot list, and we're like, okay, we're gonna need like a book or a letter, and in the letter is gonna be this, the letter is gonna have this cryptic handwriting or cryptic thing, and like we made up our own
and then he'll get the letter in his dream, and it'll be like in the dream. All right, so without further ado, you have some further ado.
I just wanted to say we worked really hard on this cryptic language thing, and it didn't even show up on the film, but
we know what it says.
We know what it says.
Yeah.
All right, let's see if I can get this working here.
All right.
Here we go. Ashtray on the windowsill fills with falling rain. The morning meets my eyes again. The things we never say when we're wide awake, I hear them echo through the day. Rather out of my dreams, why don't you, little bird, my turtle dove? You're walking in my sleep like there is something that you need to know. I know, you know, I know. I know, you know, I know.
The sleeve your elbow went through, the holes you never patch, your tattered rags and shades of black. Clothes don't make the man, but I love that velvet coat, the ties I fixed around your throat.
Rather out of my dreams, why don't you,
dirty dog, you billy goat,
you're walking in my sleep like there is something that you need to know. I know, you know, I know. I know, you know, I know.
Maybe there's a way
to ease my worried head. Prescription filled or fortune read, but no doctor fortune teller
could treat me like you do.
I go to bed and wait for you. Rather out of my dreams, why don't you whisper things in secret code? You're walking in my sleep like there is something that you need to know. I know, you know, I know. I know, you know, I know. Every night I close my eyes, I see your face.
Do I imagine you, or is it you that waits?
Is this a conversation that's so strange and sweet?
Or does my memory play tricks on me?
Rather out of my dreams, why don't you whisper things in secret code?
You dirty dog,
You little bird,
you billy goat,
my turtle dove. You're walking in my sleep like there is something that you need to know. I know, you know, I know. I know, you know, I know. You know, I know, you know. I know, you know, I know. It's kind of like now,
So, yeah.
communicating via dream. This is more.
Yeah. It's not efficient, but it's effective. Oh yeah, the credits.
Yeah, credits everything us. Oh, that was fun.
Yeah, that was fun to rewatch that. Oh my god! So the part where like we're at the flagpole and we like wake up in the dream, and I'm like, Jeff, wake up,
Oh my God.
Jeff. And I look really mad. The reason why I'm really mad. So cold. And we had this like tripod for the Super 8 with this remote control, but it's like an old school remote where it's like on a wire, so like we had to like get like far enough away, but like it's still close enough to like access the wire, and like you know, you're sort of hoping that it works. And then afterwards we went to like the Russian baths because we were just like chilled to the bone.
We were so cold. We're like,
God,
there's the mermaid bathhouse or whatever that was called.
Yeah. Yeah, and those Russian bathhouses, like, it's like if you've never been to a bathhouse, like maybe it sounds like salacious, like the bathhouse, but it's like going to the beach. It's like big fat Russian dudes and like families running around like eating like borscht and knishes like by the side of the hot tub. It's like really,
it was
great.
Really great. It was really great.
Yeah. Yeah, so thank you for indulging us with a little directorial screening.
Yeah. That was our second.
I think so.
Our second home done piece. That was good. Self done piece. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, is it time for the like solo musical section of the show?
Yeah, the kick back and relax and.
You get to kick back and relax because I'm gonna play a song. Yeah.
Oh yeah. All right, I will just hover around.
Oh yes. Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah. So bric-a-brac. Yes, it is supposed to register as urgency in the world of the video, but in fact in IRL I was like, it's so fucking cold, Jeff. I can't believe this. I can't believe we're here.
We were both
doing
very
this.
cold. It wasn't.
Yeah.
But yes.
I
you were
complain.
such a good sport, though.
I complain more than you do about the cold.
Perhaps, but I thought that was you were a really good sport to go along with it, because that was like early in our artistic relationship. We hadn't done a lot of
really cold video shoots
really
yet,
cold
but
video
now we've
shoots,
done a few. Yeah.
Yeah, we've done a few. All right.
Yeah, cold or like otherwise uncomfortable. Okay. Anyway, hey, so new people, before Jeff and I started Charming Disaster, we each had our own bands.
What?
And yes, it's true. We were each the songwriter and band leader of our own project with other musicians, and we thought we would break out some of the original older solo material for you tonight, given that we're separated. This song is a sweet soubrette song. It's called A Lot Like Being Alone, which this really isn't, I must say, but no one is coming to rescue you, and no one is watching you sleep. No lover, redeemer, to make you believe her when she says your heart isn't buried so deep, and you're lying awake in your bed, just you and the animals inside your head, how they pace in their cages, they gnaw at their bones, feels a lot like being alone. La da da, la da da da, la da da da, la da 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 da, la da 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 da. It feels a lot like being alone. It's 4 in the morning, your heart beats a warning that you can't quite figure out. Is it hold on, be strong, or don't wait too much longer now? It's so hard to endure when you're not sure if you're on a fast or a hunger strike. You just pray that you're right and you'll get through tonight, because babe, you know what it feels like. It's too early or too late to call. And here in this house behind fortified walls, you know nothing gets through, but a voice on the phone feels a lot like being alone. La da da, la da da da, la da da da, lot like being alone.
How nice.
You feeling okay? I could hear you coughing in there a little bit.
Oh, was that? Could you hear that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I was just clearing my throat. That was beautiful. That was beautiful.
Thank you. So that song's called A Lot Like Being Alone. Henchperson Dan, if you wouldn't mind throwing that link into the... Oh, you already
He
did
did.
it?
He
did it.
already
He
did
did it.
it.
My feed was buried, so I couldn't tell what was happening.
It's a lot like being alone.
It was a little bit like being alone. So we have a new feature, and I think it's time to bring back that new feature. Is it time?
Yeah, it's time.
All right. Let's
It's time.
meet a society member.
Okay. Oh, yes.
Everyone meet Danielle Professor. Danielle's current favorite poisonous plant is the buttercup. Excellent choice, Danielle.
Excellent choice.
So it's so innocuous looking and yet so deadly. Danielle was kind enough to share the names of all of her pets, which we're going to recite now as if it's some kind of weird incantation.
Okay, you go first.
All right. Okay. Oh wait, me go first or you go first?
You. That is you.
Dixie Dog,
Whiz Kitty,
Shelma the Russian Tortoise,
Ripley and Jane Iguanas,
Bart the Bearded Dragon,
Leopard Geckos Gilbert, Bertarund, Lucian, and Antitoe.
Toads and Magoats the Red-Eared Sliders,
Bantam Chickens, Corey, Trevor, and Miss Katie.
and Bonnie McMurray,
Oh.
Betty Ann, and Mary Ann. Danielle's tarot card is the Empress.
Sorry
Hello,
if I've
Daniel.
destroyed any of your pets' names, but I'm delirious.
He is delirious. It's true. Well, thank you, Danielle, for sharing your pets with us, and we welcome you among our cult members so very much. If you would like to be famous like Danielle, please feel free to fill out the form that you'll find in the Society of the Mysterious Hand Facebook group.
Yeah. And if you would like to be in the society, inquire with it.
Inquire within.
Is it
No,
time?
It's time. Yeah, I think it's time to check in with Jesse and see how it's coming along. Let's bring him back.
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh, hey, Jesse.
He's mute with excitement.
Now I'm mute with
Unmuted.
excitement. Yes, this is quite a situation over here.
How's it
How you
going?
guys doing?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm having fun, man. This is a great time.
So what did the cards tell you to do? What's happening out over there?
Well, it's kind of intense, man. The Fool is just, it could be anything. So that's fine. That's just open platform. Then we get these sevens, two of them sevens, and death against those sevens turned into a massive tritone. And then the Hierophant, he's just sitting on his shelf trying to just tell everybody what's up. And it's like this golden, nice radiation. So it's really interesting kind of like Ozzy Osbourne meets Ahmad Jamal situation going on over here.
Of course.
So kind of rough and
Excellent.
tumble, but some really nice earth tone hues as well.
Wow,
So,
I can't wait till we get to hear some of it later.
Well, I can play something for you now.
Oh, great.
Cool.
So check
Can we
it
just hold
out,
our
right?
cards up? Like,
Oh,
five
yeah,
cards.
just for a second,
So,
just to remind you.
yeah, this is what we're working with.
Yeah, so, and they went in order too. It was the Fool, and then the Seven of Swords, and then Death on a horse. Yo, check out my death, man. I brought it up just so I can look at him while I'm here.
Oh, yes. Great.
Oh, I love those
Heavy.
disembodied heads down below.
I know. Check out the Hierophant too, man. And here he's loop up.
Lip.
Lip up.
And these guys are like, ooh, my. Monk stuff. Yeah, so hold on. I got to turn my mic off if I'm going to play music for you. So dig this.
All right.
As simple as you can do it. Well, let me just move this up here. That'll be easier for me. Here's the 4-note motif that came up. It's
Okay. Okay.
which is kind of beautiful and eerie in and of itself. But if you turn that into a bass, go ahead.
That's generated by the cards themselves, like specifically those.
Specifically, yeah. I mean, we can talk about it later, but
Okay.
each there's some math involved and some numerology involved. But each card represents a pitch, and the card that I drew first kind of spins the wheel to say what's the center point, like, because it's not C. C is kind of, why is C the center of the universe? You know, just because it's no sharps and no flats, you know, whatever. Let's have the fates decide the key. So the tonal center turned out to be A, and then your cards were off of that, and that's what we got. But anyway, you turn this thing into a bass line, yo. Super gnarly, check it out.
Oh yeah, that is very like cool. Black Sabbath. That's cool.
It's a little Black Sabbath-y.
Yeah.
So I'm just going with like all these tunes in the composition challenge. It's like I don't know what I'm going to get when I get there, and you just kind of follow the flow into styles and into different genres. There might be lyrics to this tune. We'll see if they pop out. But that's where I'm at. Where are you guys at? What are you up to?
We're good. We played some songs, and Jeff's actually up next, I think, in our run of show. I did a solo. Oh, Jesse, the most beautiful part of the show, which I'm so sad that you missed, was when I tried to replicate your beautiful trumpet solo using this comb and wax paper kazoo. So
I love that. You can see the lipstick on the paper.
It was a heartfelt tribute. You know, I was really trying to like channel your like really beautiful trumpet solo through this
thank you.
Piece of trash paper. Yeah.
Worked out well. Ooh.
Yeah, no, it worked out well. I try to capture your solos like note for note.
Hey, I want to just take a break with you guys. Cheers.
Sure.
Okay.
Let's have a piece of fruit. Do you have a piece of fruit handy?
Okay. Yeah, I got a piece of fruit handy.
You mean like this?
You mean like these?
Oh yeah.
What's your fruit?
Kayasu. It's a fresh apricot.
Ooh.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. What's yours?
Jeff, what do you...
I have a peach.
Ooh.
Whoa.
I foraged these mulberries off of a neighbor's tree earlier today.
Oh. You're a gleaner.
I'm a forager. I'm an urban forager. I've learned
awesome.
that's my happy place. Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers. Cheers.
Delicious.
All right, y'all.
All right. We're going to send you back into the song hole. We'll see you in a little while. Good luck.
Song hole. That was my band back in the 70s.
Oh.
Song hole. Song hole.
And he's gone. Back into the flames. Man, these mulberries are awesome. Y'all, I know I've talked a lot about Juneberries on this show and the joys of foraging them. Yeah. But let's talk about mulberries for a second. Because people hate mulberry trees because they like drop berries all over your car and they're messy. But man, they're so delicious. They're like blackberries, but better. And they're so fat. And they're just like all hanging down off that branch coming over the fence from my neighbor's place a block away. And so if you climb up just like a little bit onto the fence, you're kind of like up a foot because you're like holding onto the fence with one hand, and then you like reach you can reach like all the really fat ripe ones, and it's really satisfying. And then when the guy who lives there comes home unexpectedly, he turns out he's very friendly and he says to pick as many as you want.
Oh, that's nice.
Yep. So mulberries, that's what it's like.
And you're wearing clothes when you do this.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, and I'm not like a dryad, Jeff. I just like trees.
I mean, I think sometimes one gets carried away by the nature.
Yeah, no, I mean, I did feel a little itchy afterwards. I think maybe like a bug went down my shirt, but it's
That's why it's better to commune with nature naked. Okay.
I'll think about it. All right. Well, I played a song before. I think you maybe ought to play us a song from from the Cotarino oeuvre.
Yes.
And before you do, I just want to let everyone know that henchperson Dan shared in the chat a bunch of links to follow Jesse and his work all over the internet. So if you were curious about why and what those were about, that is what those were about.
Yeah.
Anyway, so what are you going to play for us?
I'm going to play Little Boat, which is a song from the first Cotarino album, which Jesse actually plays on. And we've played it together many times. Us three, I believe.
Indeed.
Yeah, it'll be fun. I haven't played it since season 1, I think.
Oh, all right. Let's see how it goes. Take it away.
I like to crawl inside a little boat, paddle till I cannot see the shore. The sun beats down, but I'll have my parasol. The rain beats down, but I'll have my parasol. Standing there with your mysterious frown, Mona Lisa turned upside down. All our yesterdays were once tomorrows, with you and me standing in the middle of. It's never like you think it's gonna be. No, it's never like you think it's gonna be. Well, things have kind of gotten away from me. I quit my job and moved back to the sea. I ain't no clown, but I loves the circus. So settle down and eat your peanuts, son. We'll dance and sing about those abstract things where spoken words always fail. We'll come together again. Dance and sing about those abstract things where spoken words always fail. We'll come together again. When I finally have to leave this world, chop me up and feed me to the birds. Cloud of starlings haunt the sky. Outside your window a cool blue crow cries. It's never like you think it's gonna be. Like you think it's gonna. It's never like you think it's gonna be. You think it's gonna. No, it's never like you think it's gonna be. No, it's never like you think it's gonna be.
Never like you think it's gonna be. I couldn't resist.
It's good. You like this ghostly voice in my ear.
That's how it always is.
It is. This was nice. This time was nice.
Jeff, listen to me, Jeff. It's never like you think it's gonna be.
Okay, is murder a crime in every case?
Sometimes it's self-defense or manslaughter. That's right.
That's right. I'm glad I have you on my shoulder.
Yeah. So since we last were on screen together, a very important development has happened, which is that my cat Josephine has joined me here.
Oh.
Now, I love the studio. The studio has many advantages, but there are no cats at the studio. And so I thought maybe we should let Josephine have a
Yeah,
little.
please. Can we solo Josephine? Let me make her-
I'll just get her. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So this is Josephine. Josephine's needs are simple. Mainly, she needs to lick my neck. She'll settle for an arm, or even another person if I'm out of town.
Mm-hmm.
But usually, this is her happy place right here.
Yeah.
Josie, you wanna just let people see your sweet face here. All right, this is Josephine. Come on. Oh no, she's like, no, yeah. So sometimes in the winter time, I wear a down vest and I just stuff her in it, or a sweatshirt and I stuff her in it, or the turtleneck sweater and I stuff her in it. She's like very happy. So I am the am. So yeah. So this is Josephine. Maybe Jack will make an appearance. Are any of your cats around?
They kind of ran out. Hold on, let me just.
Okay. Yeah, call them. That'll work.
No, they were pawing at the door and then they took off.
Yeah. Okay.
But
Well,
maybe later.
there's still a little time left in the show.
Yeah.
So one of the things that we had planned to do on this show that we couldn't do is we were going to take the Geiger counter for a spin.
Yeah.
Those of you who were with us last week may recall that a whole bunch of you apparently got together and got us a Geiger counter, which is it's the most beautiful Geiger counter we've ever seen.
It is. Oh my God, we were looking on eBay for Geiger counters. And none...
This is way nicer than any of the ones we looked at. So it works. It has all the parts. So it came with these big fat batteries, and we got all the batteries plugged in, and we got the headphones hooked up, and it clicks and stuff.
It clicks. We calibrated it. We think
we tried to calibrate it. It does seem like perhaps I am just radioactive. It was a little hard to
there's
figure
a lot
out.
Of radioactivity.
There's a lot of radioactivity, a lot of background radiation. So we're working on how to get a more accurate reading, but we will be doing some tests, and we will let you witness. Oh, I hear a cat.
Yeah.
Let's let in your cat. Okay. Jeff's cats and my cats are actually siblings. They're all litter mates. We each have a black one and a gray one, and we're not competitive about them at all. Oh, look, it's Orlando.
That was Orlando.
Yeah, very, very cute.
There he is. Not as affectionate as Josephine, anyway.
Yeah. Well, nobody is, because she has mommy issues. Yeah. Okay. Well, what? So anyway, Geiger counter. Stay tuned. There's more where that came from, but for now, it might be. So here's a question for the peanut gallery for all the folks watching. Should we do mailbag time or should we wait until next week for mailbag time? A couple packages came, but I kind of feel like it wouldn't be right to open them not together.
Oh yeah.
But it looks like yeah. So if you mailed something and you're like, no, you better open it, otherwise it will suffocate. Speak up now, otherwise we're gonna hold on to them till next week.
Okay.
All right. Karen says we can wait. Peter says mailbag. Mike says mailbag. All right. We'll let this play out for a minute, I guess, and we'll see where we. Yeah.
We are we're not mixing mailbag time with Is It Radioactive? That's for sure. So don't mail.
Yeah.
Or we can. I guess. I guess it's important.
Yeah. It did. All right. What if we open one and we'll save one?
Sounds good.
Okay. All right. We're gonna open this one. I pre-opened it, but I did not look inside. Okay. So we have compromised in the, as King Solomon would say, just cut the baby in half. Just cut the baby in half. Everybody's happy. Okay. A box came. Okay, but we have to sing the song.
Yeah. I'll sing the first one.
Okay.
Parcel, post, or letter, drop us a line. We'll open it together at mailbag time.
Send a box of chocolates or a jug of moonshine. We'll open it together at mailbag time.
Kazoo. Send a handsome ransom note, it's not a crime. We'll open it together at mailbag time.
A working Geiger counter, everything's fine. We'll open it together at mailbag time. All right, this box comes from something's called L.A. Burdick, which says to me that one of the song prophecies may be about to be answered.
Oh.
All right, this one did want to get open because it has ice packs in it, and the ice packs are only cool at this point. So there's just making sure there's more ice. There's more. It's not ice anymore. Just a second. Okay.
Yeah.
And there does not appear to be any card. So if this is you, please fess up and tell us if you are responsible for this box it could be anything. It could be live snails. Oh, there is a card. It's probably not live snails. Oh, a box of chocolates for you. Lovely disasters. Cheers, Camilla.
Oh,
Camilla, thank you so much. This is so delightful. Oh, look, it's in a fancy wooden box it's got like wax seal on it. I'm going to leave this like this, Jeff, and when we meet next at the studio, when you're cured of your malady, we will celebrate with chocolates from inside this magical box. And I will keep it cool in a shady place in the meantime. Thank you, Camilla. That is so exciting.
Thank you, Camilla.
And it combines two of my favorite things, which is chocolates and packages sealed with sealing wax. Mm-hmm. Which, usually you have to kind of choose one or the other.
Yeah. No, this is good. Good for that.
All right. Well, I think we have time for I don't really have a good sense of how the time is going. Like did we when did we check in with Jesse? Yeah, he's not ready yet, right? He needs a little more. Yeah, okay. All right. Well, you want to play another song?
Sure.
Actually, what I actually meant was, do you want me to play another song?
Yeah, I do. Do I want half a song? Yeah.
Ooh.
You want me to help too? What do you need?
I'm fine. Thank you. Thank you. Judy, it's not a dartboard, it's a tambourine behind me, if that's what you're referring to. It's just an ordinary tambourine, just in case. Sometimes you need one.
The banjo's a dartboard, though.
Oh yeah, the banjo's a dartboard.
You can use it for a dartboard. All right, I'm out. Take it away.
This is a cover by the Magnetic Fields. I'm just gonna... With an ivory pipe and a cummerbund, in the dead of night, on the Autobahn, and the long ago, on the radio, and the dreaming moon. La da 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 We were young and in love in a burning town. Then the fire went out. I'm alone again now, and I finally know how cool to be cold, like the dreaming moon. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. We'll begin again with another new name and a whole new life, full of fortune and fame. But in 100 years, I'll be right back here with the dreaming moon. La da 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 da. 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 The Dreaming Moon.
I love it.
I love that song because it appears to be about, like, vampires. Like so many of Stephen Merritt's songs.
So many of our songs.
True.
That's great. I love that song.
Me too. What about you? You got any covers?
Yeah. Let me try this cover. I've never covered it before. Never performed it for anyone. And I thought since my voice was so scratchy, I don't know if it's going to work, but I would do a Tom Waits cover.
What better time?
What better time? Yeah. So I'm going to try Diamonds and Gold.
Great.
Let's see if I can remember. All right, here we go. You ready?
All right. Yeah.
Okay. Broken glass, rusty nails, where the wild violets grow. Say goodbye to the railroad, the mad dogs of summer, and everything that I know. What some man would do here for diamonds, what Some men would do here for gold. Wounded but still keep on climbing. They sleep by the side of the road. There's a hole in the ladder, a fence we can climb. You're mad as a hatter, you're thin as a dime. Now out to the meadow, the hills are a green. Steal me a rainbow, sing me a dream. Small-time Napoleon's shattered his knees, but he stays in the saddle for a rose. And all his disciples, they sleep in the gutter and gather what's left of his clothes. Some man would do here for diamond. Some man would do here for gold. Wounded, but they still keep on climbing. They sleep by the side of the road. There's a hole in the ladder, a fence we can climb. Mad as a hatter, you're thin as a dime. Go out to the meadow, hills are a green. Sing me a rainbow, steal me a dream. That's that.
That was lovely.
Oh.
And such a good use of that gravel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I woke up this morning, I could sing a low G sharp, which is like a major seventh lower than I could normally sing, which is almost an octave down. Yeah.
Yeah, we should do some recording or something.
I was thinking of that. But it's getting up. It's getting back to normal. All right. How are we doing? How is
we're good. Jesse sent me a telepathic message that he is ready to share with us the fruits of his efforts. So we are going to bring back Jesse to give us a little musical demo. I'm just gonna with the appropriate pomp. So Jesse, we summon you.
We summon you. Le fou.
Le fou. Le pape. So Jesse, we can't hear you right now because you're you got the
Hey,
he's
now you
muted.
can hear me.
There we are.
Yes,
Yeah.
now we hear you.
I have some effect on my voice. All these cards have names except for your favorite. There's no name on it in this deck.
Doesn't need a name.
Weird. Doesn't need a name.
Cool.
All right, hold on 1 second here.
Okay.
I just need to make a new thing here. All right. Hello? Can you still hear me?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, that's better because I was using that channel for vocals and I had some effects on it after all. So now I'm a little more naturalistic, you see.
Okay.
So what can I tell you? We drew these cards together to make this moment in time. Carl Jung says there's all these shapes around us that we're isomorphically related to. And here we are, we're reverberating with them. So what's the story? I mean, clearly, this dude is on a journey. He's got his animal impulses fucking, pardon me, his pants are down, butt is exposed. He's a little confused about the whole thing. He just got here, man. He's brand new. And then Jeff pulls that Seven of Swords, and that's fierce. That's like, there's some strife going on. Now, also, that's 3 major cards in a reading. In a 5-card reading, we got 3 major cards. I only had the major, so I knew there was going to be at least 1, but then we got 2 more. We got Death and the Hierophant, or the Pope. So for me, man, the story has just got to be epic and like timeless, and it's really going to be kind of a little bit abstract. You know, there's no earth in it at all. So you got the Seven of Swords and the Seven of Wands. It's all like, let's go. You know, like the Seven of Swords is like, let's go and fight. You know, let's make sure we have the right plan. And the Seven of Wands is like, let's go and get as many people into my cult as we can. You know,
Funny you should say that.
Yeah.
Right? Spread this belief around, you know, but it's like active. Hello. So yeah, this kind of epic thing. So anyway, some lyrics tumbled out. Man, look, it's 4 o'clock in the morning here. I can't really sing, so I'm just kind of like whispering really close to the mic to get the effect that I want, but it's not like a great vocal performance. So we can talk about the lyrics later. I don't think you're not gonna be able to maybe understand them, but because my pronunciation is poor and it's a little buried on purpose, but I'll read them to you now.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know what the song is called yet, actually. All the days and all the nights, all of my life. That's the chorus. And the verse is, I swear on it, we'll grow together when we change. I'll take you to the forest. You'll collect the pine cones.
Wow.
Really
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah. So here we go. You ready? You want to listen to this?
Yeah.
Yeah. Should we pop your Pro Tools on screen?
Oh, I wish it was Pro Tools. It's GarageBand.
Oh, GarageBand, whatever.
Your garage tools.
My Garage Tools. All right, kids. Let's check this out. I swear on you, we'll grow together when we change. I'll take you to the forest. You collect the pine cones.
Yeah.
That's awesome, Jesse. I
Oh,
love
that's so
it.
great.
And it feels like such a prophecy too. Like really cool. What are the pine cones? We don't know yet, but yeah. Really cool. Thank you so much for sharing that process
Oh,
with
that's
us.
great.
Oh, awesome. Thanks for having me.
I love
It was really
it.
fun. I'm super energized right now.
Cool. Yeah, we should have mentioned before we started, folks, if anybody would like to ask Jesse about his process or his music or anything, there's definitely room for that. And actually, I want to call out Peter Bifano, who I know is watching, because I know that Peter does some like improvising from cues kind of work as well, and I'm just curious to see if Peter has any not to put you on the spot, Peter, and you can keep mum. Also, we have like a 20-second delay between what we say in here
Right.
and what they hear out there, so we'll give it a second. How cool is it that we can do this with you in Turkey in the middle of the night? Like, that is just like wild.
And now there's a song where there was none. That is amazing. It just came out of this live stream. It's just so cool.
So Misty wants to know, will the song be available for download? Is there a good way for folks to stay in touch with your project? Is it the YouTube link?
Yeah, so the YouTube link, I think I'll post this tune on Monday because I post every Monday and Friday. So I'll post this one on Monday. I already posted Fridays earlier today.
Right, because it's not Friday anymore for you.
No, it's not. It's Saturday. But so I'll post this on Monday, and if you go to that link there, you'll see it. It'll be, I think it's number 32 out of 100. This will turn out to be.
Great.
Super cool.
Yeah.
Super cool. Awesome. Well, thanks again, Jesse. We're so excited that we got to do this with you.
Yeah, man.
And I guess I'm sad to say goodbye, but I think we're gonna release you back
Okay.
into the void, into the middle of the night, and let you go to sleep. But
I
thank
probably
you
won't sleep for a
so
little while.
but thank you so much again.
Thank you,
And folks, definitely go check out Tin Pan. Tin Pan is like pretty different from this, what you did here.
Like I said, like when I start these composition challenges, man, it's like all the music I've ever listened to is in play. Anything that's running around in my head is in play, and I really don't know what I'm going to get. Every once in a while, I think so far I've done 32 of these now. There's been 3 that kind of work for Tin Pan, but that's fine. Like I'm not writing for anything. I'm just writing as it leads me, which is kind of the whole experience. So yeah, like I really don't know when I'm getting into it, what it's going to be like. There's been some reggae stuff. There's some classical. There's been 2 really nice bossa novas that like really Brazilian kind of bossa nova, super cool flugelhornish kind of stuff. And yeah, anyway.
Neat. Well, again, like thanks for letting us all into your process, because like that's like I don't know if I would feel, you know, like comfortable enough in that kind of vulnerability, and just like mad respect to you for that.
Yeah, I just kind of had a feeling that the cards would be kind of good food, and then the pitches, they, like Stravinsky said, like the empty page is the most frightening thing, but like I didn't have one because I had those 4 notes to work off of, and then you stretch it, you grow it, you flip it, you know, all that stuff you do as composers, you know.
Sure, yeah.
Cool.
Do you have plans to create like a massive album of all your 100 compositions?
Yeah, so I did have a little bit of a plan. So on Patreon, one of the sponsorship levels, they get to vote on which song of the month they think should, because they're just sketches, man. I'm doing the whole thing, and all my compositions are done within a 2.5-hour time limit. So they're just sketches, and I'm aware of that. So I get people to vote on which one they think they'd like to hear more developed, and then I put that kind of in a more thorough studio process. And so at the end of the year, I'll have 12 of those. So I'm thinking that'll be like finished product enough that I could probably release as like, you know, fan favorites, but not even fan favorites, but like the ones that people want to hear develop more, you know, as opposed to. So anyway, yeah, there's a little thought of that. There'll be 12 songs finished sometime. Yeah, when it's done.
Very cool. Well, I'm glad that you brought that up, because I don't think you shared your Patreon link with us before, and I just shared it in the chat. So if folks are interested in that, they can find you there too. But thank you so much, Jesse.
This is really fun, guys. Jeffrey, feel better, please.
Oh, thank you.
It's good seeing you, Elliot.
Good to see you too.
All right, good night, Josie.
Bye, everybody.
And he's banished into the flames.
The flames of the night.
The flames of the night. So, Jeff, I noticed that you were like coughing into like a handkerchief before.
Oh, you did notice that. I was muting it, so I didn't know that.
But I could see you, and I just wanted to like, is that
my disaster?
Oh,
cry towel or a handkerchief. It serves many purposes, but I know a cool place where one could get some of these.
It's true. The Charming Disaster bandanas are just one of the many items available in the Charming Disaster merch shop on Bandcamp. And those bandanas, they're good for like a lot of things, like Jeff said.
Whatever ails you.
Yeah, you know, like bloodstains, tears. Like, do you need a tourniquet or a blindfold, or you know, are you kidnapping someone? Yeah, splint. Like, there's a lot. And also, as I mentioned earlier, Bandcamp, in honor of Juneteenth, which is now a national holiday, which is so cool. Juneteenth, they are donating their share of all sales today, the 18th, to the NAACP Legal Defense Fund. So it's a nice extra reason to choose today to support the show with a little merch. And no blood flecks in the hanky, Sarah. He's
it's
gonna
black,
be.
so you can't see them.
Yeah, who knows?
Yeah, or the red ones are also good for that.
Yeah, look, we have a lot of testimonials. Bandana's good for robbing banks. T-shirt is soft. You know, what more can you ask for, really? All right, we have a few other announcements before we play you out into the night. Next week's show, June 25th, is the season 3 finale.
Yeah.
It's bittersweet. It's not the finale of like the whole, like we are going to Phoenix like rise again. But we're going to take the summer off to do live shows, and maybe we'll pop in from time to time. And we're still kind of figuring out what the season 4 schedule is going to involve. But in the meantime, season finale is going to be very fun. We have some special things planned where it's going to be an extended show because there's so much to cram in. If you have your 3D glasses from the 3D episode, make sure you know where they are. We also have an old friend joining us whom you will probably be enthused to see again. Next week it's going to be good. What else is coming up? Next weekend in the Hudson Valley, we are playing 2 shows. On the 26th, we are playing Hudson, New York at Time and Space Limited. That's Saturday night with Stephen Bloom, who is a delight. If you like the magnetic fields, Stephen Bloom is akin to that. Tickets are on sale now. That's an outdoor show. And I'm just going to pop the ticket link in there. And the 27th, we are playing an afternoon show in a mine, like you do. It's not currently a mine. It's a former mine, but it is still a hole in the ground where people used to take rocks out. And I hear the acoustics are very cool.
It's not technically an outdoor show, but it's an underground show.
Yeah, I mean, it's like effectively an outdoor show, but it is in a mine. Yeah. So that's next weekend. We also have some other stuff coming up. In July, we are playing a live show in Beacon, New York at a place called Dogwood, which we hear is very nice. And that show is also going to be a live stream. And so you can buy tickets to the live show here in the ticket link. You can also buy tickets to the live stream. So live show or live stream, there's a different ticket link for each of those things. There's the live stream is it's kind of a suggested donation kind of thing and Dan, I'm sorry, as I was talking, I just like popped these into the chat already just because I was on a roll. But the live stream, there's a ticket price for the live stream, and then there's like a bunch of coupon codes on display. So it's like honor system. Like if you're like, yeah, I'm paying $50 for this live stream, that is an option for you. But if you're like, I kind of need this to be nothing or somewhere in between nothing and 50, you can also make that choice for yourself. So don't feel like there's any barrier to tuning in for that. And then we've got some other stuff coming up in July and August. So we will be making announcements about that on the social media. And you can also always go to our shows page to find out what's up. So
sorry,
that
stop doing this now.
I know it's
amazing, right?
I can see why you wouldn't be able to stop. It's pretty exciting. All right, so those are basically the announcements. Once again, this is a donation-based concert, so if you're in a position to support the show financially, here are the ways to do that. Yeah, I know. I thought we hadn't done the clouds in a while. You don't like the clouds here. We'll do the blue fire. Blue flames. So yeah, here are your ways to support the show. Again, Bandcamp is probably the best way today because you get something, and the NAACP get something.
And thank you all for showing up. This is
my God,
so amazing. Just to have you here is such a
so
joy.
Wonderful.
I'm feeling better already. I'm feeling rejuvenated.
Are you magically healed yet?
Yes, I am no longer in my 200-year-old body. I am aging backwards now because of this.
Oh, good. Did you like break out of the old one like a carapace, like an exoskeleton, like a cicada? Yeah. All right. Well, once again, thank you all so much. We are going to play you one more song before we send you into the night. Remember how we said we were going to do that?
I do remember.
All right. Here we go. Oh, and also, huge thanks to henchperson Dan.
Always.
And thanks again to Jesse Selengut for
Tuning in.
all the artistry.
Oh my God.
All right, here I go. People bring me casseroles and pray for his immortal soul. They think I'm in widow's weeds, but pity's the last thing I need. I dress in black and wear a veil to hide bright eyes and skin so pale. And make sure that nobody sees the marks of love my lover leaves. Since the day they told me he was gone, haunts me faithfully from dusk till dawn. Hear him whisper sweetly in my ear, can't you see we got a good thing here? Feel his fingertips caress my hair, turn around and there is nothing there. Phantom arms around me sleeping near, can't you see we got a good thing here? Can't you see we got a good thing here?
When some people pass away, they don't reach the heaven that they've prayed. Bitter about the fallacy their afterlife turned out to be. They bitch and moan and hide your keys or talk to psychics on TV. They just groan and shake their chains when I say my baby's on the physical plane. When I died upon that cold, cold night, made a promise never leave her side. Now she knows that there's nothing to fear. Can't you see we got a good thing here? Run my fingers through her hair. She turns around and there's nothing there. Wrap my arms around her sleeping. Can't you see we got a good thing here? Can't you see we got a good thing?
My husband cooling in the grave, the worms crawling and out. My lover's disembodied soul makes me so happy now. When they drew their pistols and they fired each one shot, how could I have imagined the sweet bliss would be my lot?
I used to be an angry man. I wanted things that weren't mine. At 15 paces in the sand, I left that all behind. Now my spirits rise when she turns out her bedroom light. I gently haunt my lover in the cold and tender night.
They try to comfort me with platitudes. They don't know I'm in a real fine mood. There's no reason I should shed one tear. Can't you see we got a good thing here?
Don't talk to me of death, do us part. Between us we share one being heart. Candles flicker in the chandelier. Can't you see we got a good thing here?
Can't you see we got a good thing here?
Can't you
Can't you
see
see we got a
good
thing
here?
Good night, everybody. We love
night.
you.
We
We'll
love
see you
you.
next week.
Thank you.